is an idea of or discrimination. This is wrong, and we will not sit as citizens of this country. I was in opposition before. I faced this thing before, and then of course I'm in opposition. We'll put check to that.
Wow. And these things happen in the wake of these turbulent times. You know, the economic hardship is very high, and there were people that you may have placed on payroll and so forth here and there. But these are Liberians in the wake of all of these hardships. They have been taking off jobs, and some of them could be angered by that and take matters into their own hands. And you are a man of peace. And if they did support you and they are suffering because they are associated with you, people have been taking up tenure positions. Whoever associated with you, either directly or indirectly, they have been taking off jobs. These things could anger people and they could take matters in their own hands. What say you to this? Yeah.
Maybe the international community that were reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. And we have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, when they tell me that no, this is a tenure position, you cannot move the person until their tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can't break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period, so we need to respect the law. All we look for is to respect the law, and that's what we did.
Looking at the common people are losing their jobs at various places as well. Not just only tenure position holders. They are the one that feeling the pinch the most. They got nothing.
Abi, when you are angry and you let the wrong people thinking that they are the savior, is wrong. You understand? We were in opposition before. If you employ poor people that have the minimum, and somebody come to power and believe that because they associate with other people, they have to be taking on job. This is very bad. That's not good. No leader can do that. You know, and what, $50 job, $100 job? You mean the government that come to power that came to rescue cannot even give a $50, $100 job or lead a citizen on that job? This is wrong. It's wrong. It be everything that they're doing wrong, and we know that. You know, but again, the peace of Liberia is the most important. It's the most important, and that's why we in accordance with the law. You know, this is wrong. People supported the Unity Party. I came to power. I left them there. These are citizens of the country. But you can employ a Senegalese man, and you refuse to employ a Liberian. Is that what it is? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything that they're doing is wrong. Maybe the disrespect is wrong. Breaking our laws is wrong. And the old men know that. Bwaga know that. Bwaga know that. When we were there, the Bwaka, we used to go to him and even feed Bwaka because of his title. You know what I'm saying? Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? You get a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Wow. But you should be concerned as well. While it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, tenure position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. You understand? So I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful, but we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people, and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition. Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect, because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree, and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest, and we protest. We went to Ellen, and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked. You understand? They respecting leaders that are traveling, and you refuse for them to use the laws that they built, and Liberians say that and say, yeah, it's right. No, it's not right. If the Bouaka man, he was not even president, and we gave him a VIP all the time he's traveling, what you're doing is wrong, and you need to wake up. Those things are wrong. Those things are wrong.
Good morning and a warm welcome to your program. We talk about it on Kings 88.5. We talk about it, we discuss issues of national concern. We bring them on the table in a full event in Radio Land. The time to be a part of the program by putting forth your comments, your suggestions, the recommendations, the way forward. And I bet we can move our country from Mama Liberia. We disagreed though, but we found a common ground and forged ahead as a people. Please be my guest. My name is Israel, where we are seated. Let's take a listen to our song and we just read back as we together talk about prayer.
Ni ni po turo mo. Mo nyara se wa bra po bo ti wa turo sa mo. E se wa nyoko.
Amo siolele ya. Siolele o. Siolele, siolele, siolele o. Siolele o. Siolele o.
Awa se ta nyara ni po turo ya ni po ba para turo jo. Ni po turo na ki mama ni po turo mo. Mo nyara se wa bra po bo ti wa turo sa mo. E se wa nyoko.
Amo siolele ya. Siolele o. Oh yes. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. Let me say a pleasant good morning to the peace-loving people of our dear country, Mama Liberia, across the 15 sub-political division of the Republic of Liberia. I greet you with clarity and extension. Those of you across Masurado County within the 17 electoral district, I'd like to say good morning to all of you. Maybe you are on your way. I know you are on your way to job on your campus for that special interview or that special occasion. You are on a keke, on a pimping, on a motorbike, on a private or commercial vehicle, and you are in tune to King's 88.5. Let me say good morning to you. It's a great honor and a great privilege. Those of you across Liberia following the radio or the social media, I'd like to say good morning to each of you. And I'm very happy again to have you counted amongst the living. Those of you across the world in the diaspora celebrating your birthday today, I'd like to say happy birthday to all of you. And it's a good thing to be here. It's a very good thing to be here. And it's a very, very, very good thing to be here. And we're very excited to be here this morning. To God be all the glory for the great things he has done and greater things that he said he will do. So I like to give it up for a few persons that are celebrating their birthday today, and they are very, very important to us at Kings FM. They are very important to us also as an individual. And so we remember all of you whenever your birthday is approaching, your wedding anniversary, that special occasion, and you enlighten us. You know, it is our own part of showing appreciation to you for the collaboration, for the partnership, for the friendship, you know, that you have with Royal Communications Incorporated and us as an individual. And so we always like to show that appreciation, and one of which we would like to say happy birthday to starting in with our own sister who's celebrating her birthday today. Let me celebrating her birthday today, and I'm very happy to have her today. That's Mistress Lula Bestman Momo of Toronto, Canada. Today is your birthday, and we want to say happy birthday to you, Mistress Lula Bestman Momo of Toronto, Canada. And you are the wife of our senior most brother, Navarro's Mombo, your darling husband, and saying happy birthday to you, and not forgetting your wonderful and loving children, Weirdy Mombo, Weirju Mombo, Weirwe Mombo, all of them. I saying happy birthday to you. That's Mistress Lula Bestman Mombo of Toronto, Canada. So your darling husband, Mr. Navarro's Mumble, saying happy birthday to you and your wonderful and loving children, Wiadi Mumble, Wiaju Mumble, and Wiagwe Mumble are all saying happy birthday to you. Also celebrating alongside with you today is my good friend and brother, very wonderful Frank Stanley Blaine of the USA. Stanley Blaine is also celebrating his birthday today. So we'd like to say happy birthday to you, Stanley Blaine, as you celebrate your birthday today. Is our prayer and I hope that God Almighty is going to, bless you and have you, live long, both of you celebrating your birthday today. Stanley Blaine of the USA, and then Mistress Lula Bestman Mumble of Toronto, Canada. Well, let me drop your song quickly. Happy birthday. And all of you celebrating your birthday today, I might not be in the know, but I'd like to say happy birthday to all of you before we start. So let me say happy birthday to you people. Let's start this quickly.
Today is your birthday. It's a day when you were born. Celebrate another joyous day with your friends and family. It comes once a year. Say your prayers and be thankful to the Lord for the special day in your life. And celebrate with the song I'll sing for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear. Happy.
Oh yes. Well, that's it. That's how I'll do it. That's how I'll do it for our people. You are wonderful people to King's FM. And so when you're celebrating your birthdays, your wedding anniversary, it's very unique. It's very good for us to remember you. Let me speak to Chris myself. I'm concerned about this. And I'll show you on two. Just hold on 1 second. But it is very important. Like say happy birthday to them. Yeah, happy birthday to them. Let me quickly get this thing. Just hold the line. Yeah. So it's a wonderful thing to be here this morning. I'm very, very happy. And I'm very, very honored to be here again for us to talk about Liberia. For us to talk about our dear country, Mama Liberia. Too many things happening in the country, and I show you are following. Liberia is our country, and what we do here is all about our nation. And I've said to people that no matter what we do, Liberia is all we got, and we must cherish the peace that we all enjoy. We must live together in harmony, in oneness, and in togetherness. which is very important. Which is very, very important. Which is very Martha Hammond celebrate her birthday today also. Martha Hammond, she's in the US, she's in Minnesota. It's a very, very strong follower of Kings FM, supporter of this station. Happy birthday, Martha. Happy birthday to you. Today is your birthday. I hope you will do that. All right. So we're celebrating your birthday. We, usually celebrate the birthday in twofold. We celebrate it there, like Mother Lula. We celebrate it in Canada. Don't worry, 8 o'clock we want to talk. I come in here, and you don't want to come and talk. I come in to let you talk what I want you to talk about. Lula Mistress Momo will be celebrating the birthday there in Toronto, and we'll be celebrating it in Liberia. So, like I said, everything they do in Toronto, Canada, we'll also do it here. 100%, the 50%. Standard Blending is doing it in the US, and we'll also be doing it in Liberia also. Martha Hammer is doing it in the US, we'll be doing it. So whatever thing they're doing down there, they will also make sure we do it here. So there are 3 different celebrations today. God. I like that. I like that. So great, big celebration today. Mistress Mumbo, Mistress Blame, Mr. Blame, and Madam Hammer. So 3 different celebrations today. It's not going to be easy to get in Monrovia. Well, so Liberia is all we got. And I like the move by the government of Joe Barker. I love the move. I love the move of the government. Over the week, we witnessed a lot of activities surrounding reburials. About some of our foreign leaders, which is good. If I can vividly record when the Unity Party government came under Joe Barker, President Barker, one of the issues that were pushed, one of the issues that was talked about was the issue of the War Crimes Code establishment. Was one of the things that the Unity Party of President Barker spoke about. And President Barker was very blunt and very concerned about people who committed heinous crime, atrocity against our people, to go with impunity. So the one thing that many Liberians were anticipating that the Unity Party under Joe Barker would do. The late Senator Johnson was alive. There are other warlords. There are other active players that took part in our 15th civil unrest that are in this country and outside this country. In fact, some of them have been facing prosecution by other nations. And so most of the Unity Party people was pushing the idea that, look, George Weah, Madam Saliv, have not had the political will to establish the War Crimes Code. And so Barker was going to do it. Barker had the political will. And many Liberians were also skeptical on the ground that, look, the MDR of the late Senator Prince Johnson supported the Unity Party of Joe Barker. So the possibilities of establishing a War Crimes Code was something that they saw could not just come to fruition. Many people were not happy. Let's have the War Crimes Code. I saw Darius DeLone talking about it. I saw other supporters of the Unity Party talking about it. And the quest for this establishment was very high. The momentum was very hard. We saw the coming into being of the office for the establishment of the War Crimes Code. The international community applauded the Liberian government under Joe Barker for such a brilliant idea to establish the War Crimes Code to prosecute people. All through the establishment of the War Crimes Code, I didn't hear the Unity Party of Joe Barker talking about the reburial of the late President Samuel Doe and President William Arutorbo, or anyway talking about the 13 men that was killed by the People's Redemption Council. All I heard about that we was going to establish a War Crimes Code in our country. I didn't hear anybody talking about giving late President Doe a befitting reburial. I didn't hear anybody at the Unity Party talking about we can go to memorialize the place that Doe, after his battle and they dropped it there in the Simple River, who were going to memorialize that particular area. I didn't hear it. The late Madam Nessa, former First Lady Madam Nessa B. Doe was alive. Senator Johnson was alive, and the issue of the War Crimes Code was put. Unfortunately for us, Senator Johnson passed. Former First Lady Madam Nessa B. Doe passed. And what I started seeing is the reburial of the late President Doe, the late William Arutorbo. The issue of setting a place in remembrance of the 13 men that were killed. And I start to ask myself, what happened to the War Crimes Code? And I saw the President Joe Barker and his people pushing unity and reconciliation. They brought somebody from Rwanda to come and share the experience, what transpired in Rwanda, the Tutsis and the Hutus. And they gather people and they have programs at the Centennial Memorial Pavilion, at the Executive Pavilion. We saw them carrying, casket to Grand Gide for the reburial of the fallen hero, President Samuel Doe. And we saw them gathering at the ministerial complex, calling for national reconciliation, unity, and national healing. And then I asked myself, is this what we call national reconciliation? How can President Barker yield for national reconciliation like this? At the ministerial complex, you brought somebody from Rwanda to share their experience, to tell us how it happened for Rwandans, the people of Rwanda, how they went about. I remember doing one of those elections and debate. President Barker said he was going to take down the Palava hot engagement when it comes to the TRC and the War Crimes Code. You invited somebody to the country to come and talk about national healing, unity, and reconciliation, to share their own experience of how they were able to settle their indifferences. At the ministerial complex, the people that were there not even reach 300, but you gather our people and you are saying you are calling for a reconciliation. How is this the best? Oh, so Joe Barker telling us that they are putting to an end on the War Crimes Code issue. No more War Crimes Code being it. What they have done these few days is just enough to settle issue. So is President Barker telling us that the country is healed, that our people are reconciled, that unity is amongst Liberians? These are three important words that I want President Barker to know, and I want the Unity Party to understand. Those clergies, those pastors, those prelates, those bishops and deacons and deaconesses and missionaries and prophets and prophetess and apostles that gather themselves on the grounds of the ministerial complex and all through the ceremony and said, we are talking about national reconciliation, unity and national healing. Are you telling me like Liberia is healed? Are you telling me that our country is united? Is Liberia united now? President Baka, are you putting an end to the War Crimes Code, Noble War Crimes Code now? Oh, now would Prince Johnson wanted? He's dead and gone. There are others active players in our civil war. They're in your government. They're in this country. Some of them are the national legislature. How can we preach a reconciliation like this? How? When you, President Baka, is not even speaking to the former president, George Weah. How can we preach a reconciliation like this, President Baka, when you have divided Liberians because of people's political affiliation? President Baka, how can we derive at this reconciliation you're talking? Look at the ministerial complex. How many presidents were over there? You invited somebody from Rwanda. Look at the amount of people that are over there. They even read 200. And you talk about national reconciliation. You say national healing. Then I will give Liberian the opportunity. Are we reconciled? Look, the idea you guys brought is very good. It's very good, though. I love the approach of the government. But is this reconciliation, Joe? Is this national unity? Is this national healing? Have this healed the wounds of hundreds of thousands of Liberians who died, who was massacred? That you didn't recognize them? Have this healed the wounds of our people? Some of us, our parents were taken, our father were taken away and they were killed. You think this healed my pain, my wound, Joe? My father was taken away. How he was killed? Where? When? By whom? I can't tell. You think this have healed my wound? Or you just went to justify another money again? This is not reconciliation to me. You reconcile the country and you are not speaking to George Weah. You reconcile the country and you're going after people who supported George Weah. You reconcile in the country, Joe, and your people are starving. They are hungry. But you're dishing out money all around the place. You brought somebody from Rwanda. Look, you just get that man free money. You just brought that man to just, to happy yourselves. For me, I don't see the true spirit of reconciliation in you people, in your actions. I just feel that it's a charade. You only want to fool the international community and you can't fool the Liberian people. The few so-called elites and progressive, you can fool yourself, but you can't fool the ordinary people because the victim of the civil war are the ordinary people. Many of you were not here. You could display the photos of your fathers. If every one of us were to display the photos of our loved ones that got killed, that got massacred all through the war, you think only the 13 men was better? You think only those people? No, there were hundreds of thousands of our people, 250,000 that died. What kind of reconciliation is this? Is this a true reconciliation, President Baka? Is this a true national healing? What you have done over the days and weeks, President Baka, you think this thing has healed the wound of our people? When people who have perpetuated heinous crime, when they explain themselves, they were boxterious and blood pompous that they kill and they can stay killed again. You think this thing have healed the people? Won't? Sure. Liberians were massacred. They were killed during the war. I like your approach. But for me, as an individual, I think the idea of reconciliation is not holistic. It's not inclusive. It's not balanced. It's not sincere. It's not honest. Because it should come from within. Reconciliation is from within. It's not from coming out. It's coming from within. You must reconcile with yourself before you reconcile with your fellow man. President Baka, have you reconciled with yourself? Reconciliation starts with oneself. Yes. It starts with oneself. It begins with oneself before it go out. How can you reconcile? President Bouaka, I love your approach, but I don't see the honesty. I don't see the sincerity. Oh, I don't see the open heart. How can you preach national unity and reconciliation? You are not even speaking to George Weah. You have not placed a call to somebody who gave you the opportunity, who could have held to the presidency, and you have done nothing about it. And said, no, for the sake of my country, for the sake of peace, for the sake of democracy. While we await the official pronouncement, let me concede defeat. National unity, national reconciliation, national healing, it begins with oneself. It's very important, Liberians. I love the approach of the Unity Party under Joe Bouaka to bring about the issue of remembrance, to memorialize our people that died. But it was never inclusive. It was only about the big boys, the bourgeoisies. You know, the big boys, the big girls put themselves together and said, no, certain group of people, we can't remember them. Let's remember our husbands, our brothers, our fathers that play a role in national government, that died, that got killed. Let's remember them. Let's forget about Israel then. Let's forget about Mamata then. Let's forget about Tewa then, whose parents died. They were massacred. They were slaughtered. No, we can't remember them. And you brought somebody from Rwanda to come and share their experience with us. Can you compare that experience? Do you national healing is in Rwanda? National healing. Reconciliation started with the people themselves. And you gather at the Centennial Pavilion. Why are we? So there will be no work and go again. President Bouaka, say you do that when I mean no more work and go, because everybody, are you telling me everybody has reconciled? It's not true. For me, I will say no. No, for me, that is not reconciliation I'm seeing you. We only want to show to the world that we're doing something. We're doing nothing. Because the reconciliation that Joe Bouaka is preaching these few days, I don't see sincerity in it. I don't see sincerity. How can you be reconciling and you always other person in your heart? Eh? How can you be reconciling? Do you know how many Liberians that are hurt? Because you came to power and you got rid of plenty of people because you think they work with George Weah? Eh? Do you know how many people got hurt that today you make them, they are jobless? Or in the name that you came to rescue your Unity Party people? Reconciliation. National reconciliation. And I see our fathers in the Lord. I see you people go there. You people go there because you're part of the elite. You people go there because you're part of the progressive. You people go there because you're considered the pioneers' children. Yeah, they didn't go there sincerely. Many of you that clergy men, pastors and bishops that went over there, you know very well that is not how reconciliation can start. That is not how where it begins from. You went there, you got it, you sat down there. All in the name that you went to represent God. You're not able to look in the face of Joe Bouaka and tell him, Papi, that reconciliation yet. The president reconciling with people you caught us speak from George Weah. That reconciliation. Joe Bouaka calling people to come so they can talk about national healing. And he cut up speech from somebody who God used to save his life. Joe Bouaka first needs to reconcile with himself. President Bouaka needs to reconcile. You cannot keep that hate. You cannot keep that malice for someone who God used to save you. And then you say you won't reconcile people. You wouldn't want to gather the so-called progressive. You just wanted to go sit down over there. You're happy yourself. Because the common old man who said Pepe who lost her son, the Pepe who lost his wife, children whose parents were slaughtered and died, and they died during the war. Massacre took place. The Lutheran Church, the Tupper Road massacre, many of them across the country. You're not even thinking about those families. But you carry yourself, you go sit down, Your big boys. So you call those big pastors that was around doing the whole time, they go sit down. They enjoy themselves. And say you reconcile the country. In Liberians are reconciled, Joe. Reconciliation? No, it don't start that way, President Bouaka. No. So the thing you do now, there will be no walk and go. So the thing you're there, I mean, no more walk and go. You think we're stupid in this country? Look, for me, I love the idea, but I think what they did was nothing called reconciliation took place. Nobody, they only reconcile themselves. The bourgeoisies, they only gather themselves. They only went there to put themselves together. Because, we the big boy, Tawata, we were here. Dota, we were here. Totmanta, we were here. You know, Dorenking, they carried 13 men. And so, let us, look, you make fun. You're making fun. Joe Bouaka went to bury, rebury Doe, he divided the Does. Doe he went to bury Prince Johnson, he divided the. Why you call reconciliation? They even read 200 people. They say down to ministerial complex. They say they have a national healing and reconciliation program. And they brought somebody from Rwanda. Amen. National reconciliation? I don't know how you're advancing this president, though. I don't know how you're advancing this president, though. Some of you, the pastors and the bishops, though, you go say that over there, that how they can do reconciliation? That how they can do reconciliation? That how they can heal the wounds of people that have been affected? You know how many people? Some people that care people, just for them to come on live Facebook and boasting. I did it yesterday, I can do it today. They wake up, they got those people vexed, and they trap the forgiveness and say they will not forgive them again. They develop hate in their heart for them. Do you know, President Bouaka, are you concerned about this thing? You have divided the country. I don't see why you're doing as reconciliation. Because you're not reconciling. You're only reconciling the greedy gods, the desperados, and the crooks. And then you're reconciling. Not the ordinary people. Not the ordinary people. Reconciliation is about the people. You talk about unity. You, the president of the republic, you talk about unity. And you still keeping speech for George Weah. You have not called George Weah. Since President Weah called you at the time to congratulate you and concede defeat, since that day, you never return the call, Joe. And you come and sit here, you have the audacity to wear clothes, you passing among people and say you preach reconciliation, Mr. President. When we say to your United Party people, those of them who can comprehend, those of them who don't even understand our history, they sit down and say, we don't love you. We love you, President Bouaka, but your reconciliation program is not inclusive. Your reconciliation program is not inclusive. It's not sincere. It's not earnest. It's not for Liberian. It's for yourself. It's for you and your greedy gods. It's for you and your desperados. It's for you and the people who think they deserve it because it was their husbands at that time that got killed. And the ordinary woman who lost her son and her daughters and children and they died. You think that, they're not important. The Lutheran church is not important. How can you preach reconciliation and the building is empty? How can you preach reconciliation when Liberians are not happy with you? And you're going to justify the money you're eating a few days. That small money you're eating. That's not reconciliation, Liberians. That's not reconciliation. I love the idea, though. I love the idea. I love the idea. But the manner and form in which this whole national healing, unity, and reconciliation is being done, no, it's questionable, Liberians. It's questionable. President Bouaka called us people from George Weah. President Bouaka don't want to see any place that George Weah go. President Bouaka hate George Weah followers. President Bouaka don't want to see George Weah institutions and Weah shit anywhere. That President Bouaka talking about unity? That Joe Bouaka talking about national healing? You know what I mean to heal? There are wounds that stay fresh. There are people who slaughtered people in this country. They came live on Facebook, they were boasting. They opened the wounds of other people. People wounds that were gradually being healed by themselves. It already opened, Joe. It already open. People, look. People, hey, I don't know they few days, you cause other family to cry that lost their whole family. People that saw Liberians been slaughtered, baby mothers been slaughtered, dumped in one place and mass graved. Joe, you think the thing you're doing a few days, it's not ordinary thing. You're only doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for the Liberians that are hurt. You're not doing it for our people in the counties. You are not doing it. Whole village was swept. Whole clan, whole chiefdom, they were swept during the war, Joe. You think these people are happy and they like the way you're doing the reconciliation, you're doing national healing, you left them out and you do it among yourselves. It is not for the ordinary people. What you did these few days, it was only for yourself. You call yourself the progressives. You call yourself the elite. You call yourself the pioneers' children. You didn't do it for the ordinary Liberian. No. The few days, Joe, you put tears in many Liberian eyes because they get to know that you only value yourself and not them. They are the victim of the circumstance and you let them down. You talk about national healing. The few days you saw some of the ex-generals threatening people that what they did the war, they would do it again. People that forgave them said they would not forgive them because they didn't see true forgiveness in themselves. Reconciliation is from within, President Bwaka. You're not doing anything to help the Liberian people. The people won't walk around court. That's why you're doing around here. That is all. The people won't walk around court. Whether Senator Johnson is living, whether he died, Joseph Bwaka, you cannot escape walk around court to say you healing. Who you healing here? You healing people you call us speech? You healing people you going after one group of people? And you letting the other people to go that reconciliation? You will fool yourself. But not the Liberian people. For me, as an individual, I don't know about you in Radio Land. I don't know about you following us by the social media. But me, Israel Ball, we are seeing. I love the idea brought forth by the Unity Party government of Joe Bwaka, but I don't see sincerity. I don't see honesty. I don't see fair play. I don't see inclusiveness. What I see is partiality. I see selective memorization of their own, and not the ordinary people. When you go somewhere to reconcile people, when you leave from there, there is a positive result. Bwaka went to Nimba, he divided them. Bwaka went to Grand Jide, he divided them. You think we don't love the president? We do love him. But the guys that are around Joe Bwaka, they are advising the president. Why you go bring somebody from Rwanda? Why you go bring somebody from Rwanda? Eh? You think the people's story in Rwanda and our story the same? The story in Rwanda and our story, you think is the same? You think we don't need a war crime code yet? We need a war crime code. The reconciliation in Rwanda was inclusive. It was not pick and choose thing. You put yourself together, then you go enjoy yourself. Then I see pastors and bishops. You know, that what they like. That what they like. It was only about them. It was not the ordinary people. That is not reconciliation. Look, the people need walk around court. Prince Johnson was not walk around court. Was not only for Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson is dead. It's dead. Excuse me. He's dead and gone. But the people need walk around court. Joe Bwaka, don't get job oil. You will not fool anybody. That is a reconciliation thing you bring it for national healing. No. The people need walk around court. The walk around court should come. Liberian need justice. Liberian need justice. President Bwaka, that thing where you started with a good, but it was you yourself, Joe Bwaka. You not even reconcile with yourself. Then you say you want to talk about reconciliation. You, Joe Bwaka, you not even reconcile with yourself. You, the president. You caught us. You see, what hurt me about this old man is President Bwaka like to pretend, and you gotta stop it, papi. You gotta stop it. You, my papi. You gotta stop it. President Bwaka, for once, stop pretending. You are a president. Do you know the role that George we are playing in these reconciliation activities? Reconciliatory activities? Do you know the role that George we are playing? Because you're not doing it sincerely. So when you invite Joe, you will not come here. Because you have not reconciled with yourself. You, President Baka, you have not reconciled with yourself. You have not reconciled with yourself, Mr. President. You have not reconciled with yourself. Joe, then you talking about reconciliation, Papi? You know how many people die in Lofa? You know how many people die in those clients and towns and chiefdoms and districts? Do you know how many people die? But you downplay the people that died. And you go for a certain group of people that you're called the elite. You're called the progressive. You're called the pioneers children. So you go for your own group of people. And they are the one you favor. And you think you should memorize their death over the ordinary people. The people who the word democracy is all about. You let go. You let go the massacre of our people. Our people were dumped in mass grave. They were slaughtered. But people that are still in this country working in your government, Joe, and you feel happy that you having a memory and a program in honor of our leaders, and you leave the ordinary people that were slaughtered in cold blood. And you talk about reconciliation, Joe. You stay keeping speech for Joe. We are then talking about you think that Hapo reconcile President Baka? Look, I like to look in the face of Joe Baka. If I was given the opportunity to meet with President Baka, I will look in the face and say, Papi, you are blundering knowingly. If that's something that you don't know, you know what you're doing. You are blundering knowingly, not unknowingly, because Joe Baka knows exactly what he's doing. Somebody think that Joe Baka is not in the know for all those actions. Joe Baka is aware. President Baka is aware. He chose to be that way. Because he came to the presidency to pay back. He didn't come to the presidency to emancipate the Liberian people. And I see you people, you go sit down to the ministerial complex, that how they can do reconciliation. The people not even read 200. That the whole hall supposed to be filled, jam-packed to capacity. Then you saw 150 or 160 people in the hall. That reconciliation, and the whole building is empty. And President Baka go to a program that is empty. The chairs are empty. It's to show to you that Liberians are in protest. They are protesting against your action, Joe, to memorialize certain group of people over the masses for your own self-aggrandizement. The reason why Liberians didn't go, the reason why the people didn't go there, because they noticed that you are not doing it sincerely. Do you know how many of us lost our parents? Do you know how many people died? That's the way I was doing a few days. You know how many people you have brought pain to them, you have opened the wounds, you have made them to shed tears, you have made them to cry, because nobody ever thought about their man, their pa that got killed during the war. Whole family got wept, whole village was wept, whole community was wept during the war. President Baka, you think national reconciliation is just ordinary thing? You think that's just something to go gather people, your play band and your kokobo, your ikobo? No. No, President Baka. Like some of us, I lost my father. I was running, I and my late mother, running behind the truck, the military truck, and they were carrying my father. I saw him in the truck. There was no way to save him, and they killed him. I remember sitting, the AFI guy came and told my mother, said, oh man, all the people there, all they put out to that place there, under the mansion or where, they killed all of them. And I was just looking at the guy. And I turned on the other side and burst into tears. That my father was killed. How he was killed, I don't know. He's an older man. Whether I just begin to imagine how they killed my father. How they killed, and my father had no grave. The way he was slaughtered, killed in cold blood. And when the guy delivered the message to my Oma, I got inferior. I got vexed in my spirit. That the thing Joe Baka playing for here. Somebody standing and they slaughtered, they killed their brother. They're killing their family in from them, and they are in tears, and they can't go there. That the thing Joe Baka say he's doing here to remember people in you bringing you opening all wounds and people crying to their houses. Then you only do it for certain group of people because I are the big boys. The big boys, you call yourself the progressives. Yeah, you go sit and then you say you're enjoying yourself. You say you're reconciling people. Whole family was wet up. Whole village, they were killed. Joe, now the thing you call reconciliation here. Now the thing you say you were doing a few days. People are hurt. You're going after people because of people political affiliation. You're going after them, and you say you're having national reconciliation. Then you go bring somebody from Rwanda. The man say your brother, he ask questions. Say why the hold up pack? How can you talk about national reconciliation and they play empty? Eh? Librarians, you think Joe Baka really serious to reconcile this country? So no more walk and code then. So that the walk and code Joe Baka doing so. No more walk and code. Amen. It's sorrowful. It's very sorrowful. It's very sorrowful. It's very, very sorrowful, appearance. To see our country going this way, and you're sitting down, your church people, your educated people, you got doctor degree, master degree, PhD, that you say go sit down over there with Joe Baka, and you say you're talking about reconciliation. Just why you will get to put in your pocket that way you went for. You didn't go there sincerely to reconcile this country. The clergymen, the pastor, the bishop, the apostle that went over there. You went there only for yourself, not for your own members in your church. You know how they are hurt. Do you know how many people in your church, their family got killed and they didn't see the body of their relatives? Then you jump to go to one program only about a group of people who consider themselves more educated than the ordinary people. They gather themselves together to celebrate among themselves and forgo you and forget about your people that died in the village. Whole town was wet up. Whole village was struck up. People were massacred. They left these things out. They only went there for themselves. You think I don't like I like the heart for that, but it was never done sincerely. How can Joe Baka go reconcile? He's not speaking to Joe. How can Joseph Juma Baka, president, an elderly man, call for reconciliation, but he hate somebody who God used to save his life. He hates somebody who God used to keep him alive. And you feel proud? You think Joe Baka is a serious mandate president? You think Joe Baka really came to help this country? No, he came to allow his people to loot Liberia. He came to allow his people to wreck our resources, to steal a rat, and he will let them go free. You talk about reconciliation, and you run after one group of people, and you allow the other people, and you say there's the other people stole, and the other people who stole too, you say they might go free, they might go to the house. Why they jail the other people? Because you have personal hate for George Weah, who they associated with. I'm not a pastor. I don't never in my life I ever intend to be a one. I'm not a pastor. I don't intend. I don't know what to say, but that's not my area that God has called me to. Many of you, the pastors, you just full of tricks, you rascal, you crooked. So you jump behind Joe Baka and you know the truth, but because you won't put money in your pocket, so you agree to the lies. Thank God I'm a pastor then Andy. You know how many members in your church who parents got killed, didn't see their body? Then you jump, you go sit down over there. You're able to tell President Baka they think you're doing it good. But the way you're doing it is not inclusive. How you call us speak from Joe? You're talking about reconciliation. You're talking about unity. The Doe family are divided up to now. You pour big animation between Zopeno and Maminto because you want Maminto to contest 2029 against Zopeno. You divided those. You left Benjida with you left the people in tears and they were fighting among themselves. Then you talk about unity. What unity are you talking about? What the unity is about? What is unifying in this thing that Joe Baga talking about? You call us me from Jawia. Jawia, who your own grandson. Jawia small, you said a small boy. But he used that God-given wisdom and call you say, Papa, the election for you. You talking about unity? You going after people who work with George Weah? Eh? You're not doing it sincerely. You won't fight corruption. You're not fighting corruption holistically. You're fighting corruption selectively because you want to protect the people and go after the other people because they're affiliated with George Weah. You will call. You can't stop it. You can't stop them. Those stupid ones that left the CDC and said they will leave George Weah and go to you. Have you given them a job? Up to now, they get job. Your own people not get job that they will get job. I laugh at them. Stupidity is of the highest level. United parties are crying and get job. That you see this and they told to cause George Weah, they will get you job. Then you call George Weah too, you go there, they will get you. Who will get you job? Who will get you job? Nobody will give you job. There are United partisans that lost their whole family. They got killed during the war. You let go these people. You go call a group of people who 1980, 1985, 1970, they were together so they can go drinking. You carry them together. They go sit at one place. They celebrating. The 13 men I will kill. You know, what happened to the ordinary people? Reconciliation is about the people, Joe. You go sit down with those people. You know how many people got killed during the war? We lost 250,000 of our citizens, President Baka. Are you taking it serious? You talk about reconciliation. How can you reconcile? You have not reconciled with yourself. You keeping malice. You keeping hate. You hate a man who God used to save you one. You hate a man who gave you a smooth transition. John Weah could have held to the presidency and grabbed you, Joe Baka, and flock you. You could do nothing about it. Any of people come on the street, John Weah could have dead. Look, yeah. John Weah a different man. But no African leader would have allowed you, Joe Baka, even 10,000 votes to take the presidency. If I were you, President Baka, the first person I'll show to the world of my reconciliation is George Weah. But because you are an old man with hard heart, you are an old man with an unforgiving spirit that I see people jumping behind, so you will not forgive. And John Weah did nothing to you. You should be asking John Weah for forgiveness. John Weah did nothing wrong to you, Joe. You should be asking John Weah to forgive you. John Weah don't hold you in hand. That is why God is opening doors. That is why God is opening doors. That is why God is making way out of no way for George Weah and his family. Because he's not keeping you in hand. He said, I've forgiven you, people, but I'm not going to sit where you put account to anything. That's that friendship, that bond, that lineage, you have broken it. I've forgiven you. But I'm not going to sit with you to talk what? Talk what? I saw the military, I saw Liberians, they were doing their gymnastics in different factions and manner. I was impressed. But deep down in my heart, I didn't see it as a true reconciliation, a true national healing and unity. No, it was never inclusive, Liberians. I am speaking as an individual. I, Israel boy, we are senior. I am speaking as an individual. I love Joseph Boakar's decision for reconciliation, but it is not honest, it is not sincere, it is not inclusive, it is not patriotic, it does not suit everything that I think. So no more walk and code then. So that the walk and code Joe Baka do they did a few days. So no more walk and code. Or so that Prince Johnson you found the walk and code for that the fight division, that the fight hate you put in the heart of Nibanian. Oh, so that what people may open the walk and code. Prince Johnson no more. But there are leaders. There are people that perpetuate heinous crimes against our people. They are gallivanting around here. Many of them stay on the veranda. They are here. They are in this country, Joe. You know them very well. You shield them. Or in the name of reconciliation, President Braka is unable to reconcile this country because he refused to reconcile with himself. Reconciliation starts with oneself. Before you got to reconcile yourself. Joe Braka has not reconciled with his spirit. Joe Braka has not reconciled with his inner man. Joe Braka has not reconciled with his own assigned angels. Joe Braka has not reconciled with his very self. Reconciliation starts with oneself. President Braka, you need to reconcile with yourself. All your pun and pageantry, you'll go drink shala, you'll go sit down to plebu nice, you'll go enjoy yourself, or in the name of we are the progressive. We are the progressive. We are the true win people. We were here, the true win party. We were I saw fine Madam Boo posteriorly making big show. We are the one that built the country. Our part of the TRC. We were the one our year. We are the pioneers. I said, look at these people. Look at these people. So what is about that whole thing? They went there because they felt there was around in the 70s, there was around in the 80s, there was around in the 60s, and so they are the same people. They are the same group of people. So they go, they conglomerate themselves, they congregate themselves together, and they say, let's do the thing in remembrance of our children that were killed. So my part I was killed too, they didn't remember my part. Your relative that were killed during the war, no, they don't remember that person. The other people that were killed in the village, the people that were killed at Lutheran Church, Prince Johnson, who was living, he took a wreath and went to, on Decoration Day, he took a wreath and went to the Lutheran Church to pay tribute in remembrance of the people that was massacred at the Lutheran Church, the late Senator Prince Johnson. You don't know, President Braka, that families of those people that were killed in Lutheran Church stay here? They are still living. You don't think there is a need for a program? You have carried a program to that church, and that church should become a national site that could have been memorized, a national place of remembrance. That site could have been historical. You know why? Because hundreds of our people were massacred in that church, and that church was a place of refuge. The church was a place of refuge. The church is a place of refuge. And if the church, the Lutheran Church that was used to rescue Liberians, that was used to host our people, they entered the temple of the Lord and slaughtered God's delegates authority and slaughtered the children of God. President Braka, you think those families are here? You think those children are not in this country? And you carry one group of people somewhere and you forgo the ordinary people that are hurt. They say, look, that small wound you open a few days, people must start thinking about their parents, how they, like when I was reflecting on my late father, I say I love what Joe Braka started, but you're not correct. So my father get killed. Also that only certain people picture they carry. It was selective. Oh, the 13 men, yeah. But you know how many men died before the 13 men died? Do you know how many men died? Forget about their proximity. Forget about their titles. They were male titles. 13 men. But you know what happened to the 40 some more thousand of people? Let's take out the 13 men from the 250,000. The remaining people that died. You think it was not important for us to display their own photos? You think it was not important for me to hold my late father photo in my hand? Eh? When have you done nationally, Joe, to cause us to remember our lost that God killed during the war? We don't know their grave. Like more often I go to my late mother's grave, then I will also memorize my late father. I'll use my mother's grave to remember him also. You think it don't hurt? It hurt. For my father to die, for me to see them carry him and they kill him when he has done nothing. And I hear you, Joe Braka, president, talking about reconciliation, and you forgot Israel. And you think Israel is not important. You think that unity there, that reconciliation. Whole village, they wept. Whole village in this country, Joe, you was here. Whole village, they kill everybody. Look at the Dupo Road massacre. They slaughter our people in cold blood. Joe, you think the family of those people that were killed not living, Joe? Then you go call one program for only one group of people, and you left off the ordinary people out, and you're talking about reconciliation. You said national healing. No, Joe, you didn't heal anybody's wounds. You only healed the wounds of the greater gulfs and the desperados. You didn't heal the wound of that Omar. You didn't heal the wound of that boy. You didn't heal the wound of that girl. All you did is that you opened all wounds and you brought back tears to them. And you saw Père Bamboo standing from there. Yes, well, they deserve it. They deserve it. Somebody who can wake up and say she want plead Lord, she want talk for the poor. She sat down over there because she felt she was cheerleader for the two reparty women win. So she felt that the gathering was about the two reparty people. You listen to Père Bamboo. She was celebrating dancing. They felt that it was about one group of people, not you. That thing, why are they over there? It's only about yourself. It's not about the ordinary people. That is not national healing. Père Bamboo standing over there. Yes, I was a cheerleader for the women wing of the True Win Party. That True Win Party thing will go do what? So they carried themselves and they said, yes, we are the progressive man. We were here 1982, 1971. We were here the Tottenham time, the Dollar time, and the Dollar time. We were here. Where were these boys? Selective gathering. And some of you went there. You went there. Some of you went there, they kill your family. You didn't even see their body yet. They slaughter your relative. You know where they buried them. But you were brave to go there, you dancing. Dancing what? Anything over there was memorial rights for your relative that died? Anything? All they did over there was about the 13 men, was about Tobo. Was not about your parent that died. Did you see President Baga say, we will open one side in remembrance of those who get killed during the war? Joseph Baga don't know that 250,000 people died. Joseph Baga only know that 13 people got killed. Joseph Baga only know that Towa died. Joe Baga only know that Do died. He know that only Nese Do died. Joe Baga don't know of the rest of the thousands of Liberians that got slaughtered, that got massacred. It's insane. How can a president be insensitive like that? How can a president, somebody who live in the country, so Joe Baga won't tell me the thing they put talking that he's not Liberian, he's in Sierra Leone. That true? If Joe Baga can call this kind of program and forget about the thousands of Liberians that got killed and focus on few people because they were government officials, because they were days, they were the pioneer servant, they were the elite, they were the gurus, they were the gurus on the land, in the land. And he forgot the ordinary people. Somebody telling me that national healing there. Is that national healing? Is there anything in that thing that shows that indeed Liberians are united? They are reconciled? Look, all these politics and politics you talk about, Liberians, we must be bold. We must be bold. We must be open to look in the face and eyes of our leaders and tell them this is good, but it is wrongly done. What is not done rightly is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. You call a program to the place, they put out you read 200 in the hall. You call a place over there. You call people to go. You brought somebody from Rwanda to go there. All the few people you memorizing, you know that they kill other people. They were in power and people got killed. You know that they treated other people bad. They caused the death of other people. And only then you go for. Then the people who were slaughtered, people were done it well. Children were massacred. People were burned alive. You leave all the things, President Bwaka. Simple wisdom. You left all the things. Then you go for one group. Then Père Bamboo can stand from people, can't talk tabata. You are an advocate. How can you advocate for people? You are an advocate. You say you advocate for justice. You speak about the people. You are on for the right of people. Père Bamboo. You go stay over there and talking tabata, and you say you are an advocate. The advocate for people. That advocacy there. You dancing. I was in the 2-week party. I was the cheerleader. And if I fought the 2 years, all your thing ain't get any. When you told it one and you jumped to the other one. My husband, Mr. Boo, the Chief Justice, and in fact, I'm 42 years. You think that that thing yet? Père Bamboo celebrating because they feel, oh yeah, Ali, the Papa can have program for all our people. They went there. They were talking about the 2-week party. They were not talking about you. The guys ain't carried out a way bad thing. That their people, and they were displaying photos of that. Then they left you and myself, who our parents got killed, who our brothers died, our sisters, our aunties, our brothers and sisters, they got slaughtered in cold blood. They cared about it. For me, I love the initiative, but what they did was never a reconciliation, national healing, national unity. There was nothing in that thing that was national. There was nothing in that thing that was even local. There was no local unity before I said national unity. There was no local healing before I said national healing. Nothing there. Nothing in that thing was reconciliatory, Liberians. Nothing that I see in that thing, Israel, boy, we are see a senior. Nothing I see in that thing that is reconciliatory. I painted us. I painted us. And I see pastors and bishops and apostles, they go and gather themselves. Oh, yeah, that our time, man, we remember the time. Now they wanted to begin and doing that when boys were born. What boys were born? Oh, shut up. What boys were born? You know how many people in your church that parent got killed? You cared about him. You go join up, go to put small money in your pocket. And then you say you're talking about reconciliation. Let me open the telephone lines. For me, I love the initiative by Joseph Boakai and his government. I love the initiative, but in terms of practicalizing it, no. The practicalization of the initiative was never sincere, was never honest, was never inclusive, and was never about the ordinary people. It was about a few group of greeter girls and desperados that gathered themselves to appreciate themselves for what they did to the Liberian people. And they expect, and they use the taxpayer money to go and memorize their own people that even slaughter our people and left the ordinary people. 077-223-9933, 0886-304497, 0777-980-375. And don't forget about the King's Cash giveaway. The King's Cash support, the King's support basket. Don't forget. I just flip it on the screen. So let's take your calls now and hear you. Is this a true reconciliation? For me, I say I love the idea, but in terms of it being inclusive, no. Let me take someone from the women line first. Good morning.
Good morning, Israel.
Good morning.
It's all back calling for Johnson Bay.
But go ahead.
Thank you this morning, my brother, for the topic. You say, oh, you know, Israel, that Mammy Joe and Mesha Bruto, when President Boakai said, in part, and take care of the Grand on ground. Mammy Joe and the Bobo people then go, I can say all the crown people. The Bobo people then they will acquire some ear to people, they start everything. They came in and take care of the Grand Chile, so they happy. They go with Joseph Boakai. They ever see Congo go there, go there, they ever see Mansani go there, you need to ever see them follow because they reason, they don't go there because they happy. They want to care though. Because to kill their 13 men, so they happy, so they follow. But when President Boakai come, he made you need people there. All of people that die in a program important that we see you see all the Congo guys and the minister, director Jordan, they pack out down there. Then our native people showing that beyond Boakai. They see boys in that beyond Boakai. You listen to me. They see what Boakai doing. Boakai come for the Congo to play game. He come for the Congo to play game. They say he can't unite the country yet. But let me tell you, they say that 2 weeks after in Britain, not only to the 9. Boakai will go back. Everything you're celebrating into attention. That would be joking. I think that will take all before Boakai will be re-elected to the 9. But can't to the 9. I will take the people from out of the country because Boakai can't pay debt for the Congo. That is why you see Mansani go there. They go down for the program. They go for native men. They call Joe. Kiase, when they ruler, they carry. They say they because it's a native man. It's not important that they are. They put on go there for the Congo people. And we see all that gallop. They say yes, I was to kill. And we see you can't but I'm fully never the case. We didn't get time for him. And we see the mommy you all listen, you're the bubble folk, you all listen. They play full out of your but now great people. But if they say they begin you to the 9, so because senator you will be joking, we will vote you out, we will vote you out. No, Bubble never be senator again. Let me repeat. No, Bubble never be senator. So you're stupid, they kill your son, you're senator, you're celebrating. We will vote you out, you're new work for the nation. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I reconcile enough for Ladro, for Christian people, and for the Congo people. What I want the Congo people back for the native people to suffer all the suffering. That reconcile, it was just there that my been for country or was born. It was just being a reconcile to close our eyes to be seeing our resources. So that one they're doing now. They're doing nothing. Just to see our resources. We just suffering in the country. We're not doing nothing in the country good for us. They just damaging the country. They destroying the country. Nothing good. They just damaging the country. People are living human beings go reconcile with them. We go reconcile with body. The people are died for 3 years, 4 years, 20 years, 100 years. Like we can go reconcile with them. Like who person here? The person, we're telling them now, they're holding the joke on the see the cutting their hair, they putting their in there, they say because of the protest. But July 2017, we're waiting for them.
Okay.
We're coming outside. July 17, we're coming outside. Now, most of the training, they cut their hair, they go central, they like them, or someone to go for their training. I want one of them say, they can't get it out. And tell July 17 protesting it. They're putting it inside plenty. Just for the protest.
Thank you.
They're doing that. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's come to this line. Good morning.
Good morning, Paul Wilson.
Good morning.
My brother, you are already start my day already. A brilliant conversation this morning I get from you. Thank you. Let me go to the point. The reconciliation that Joe Parker bringing people for reconciliation, it's just a money sucking error. The money they will say they use for that people to come in Liberia, you will get to know that they will bring people that they say, yeah, they spend so money. Parker is not serious for this country at all. Parker want to kill her back. Parker, they are not even waiting to say they will unite the Liberians. Because George Weah have brought you to left, that George Weah is showing Asa. George Weah have brought you to Planet One that make you think against. Parker is not really ready for leadership ability. Thank you this morning.
Thank you so kindly. Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Bibara.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you. Emmanuel and Freeman, Abraham Gordon, William Pickett. Joining from this grade 2 most of the country. Let me say good morning to my big brother, Avi. You know, big brother, everything is very, very simple. Since Parker take over this country, you never hear one day that investor come to Liberia. You never hear one day that Parker government having their own projects. Nothing. Parker doing all these things to call the Liberian people attention. For some of them who don't understand politics, to say at least they probably doing something. But we that understand politics, we know the technique of Joseph Parker, and it will not work on the Liberian people. You will not be doing all these things. The first thing you should look at who brought the war, who killed the innocent people. It's all these people you are worshiping their dead body to they didn't work cause all of this problem. And you get men that the born making stay behind you, born making that kill people at the family, stay in this country, stay grieving. If they think you get people like that behind you, then you say you want to reconcile Liberia. It will not work. This party will not reconcile Liberia. And let me tell Parker something. Right after 2029 election, if George Mine will take over, we close the border of Severum. Nobody will leave this country, and they will get account for everything they did to the Liberian people and all the money they use that way, and everything they're doing to us, they will pay for it before they leave this country. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly. I think I will lose the line too. Good morning.
Morning, welcome.
Morning.
Yeah. Thank God I get it on the video today, my son. My niece, Cecilia Momodu, are calling from New Matari. My son, I can't fly there, I can't be there. But if I come back there, I want to see the station. They say, oh, I'm there. My son, I said, I can't be there. And here, that my whole point, New Matari, the whole get point, nobody can do my call. Actually, we are all married, go there now, for me to say that they go in. So I can't station at the end for me to have for her. I never meet or I want to see them. Or they not see it, I will come out and give it back.
But the government people.
I know what to go, I know what to tell my 4 children to
Oh, that your children got burnt in the fire?
My 4 children to my 4 children to I'm here. You're the master job. You're telling people. You're telling people. Go.
Okay.
My son.
Let me see. I can take this number. Oh, man, you call your number to me? Okay. Yeah. Five, seven. 6, 7.
21. 6, 8.
I mean, I got a number. You call in the number.
0775.
Yeah.
67.
67.
21. 68.
68. Okay.
All right.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, Sergeant. Is it about VSCA? My name is Stephen Boga Badahina, calling from the Sergeant Bureau, the Premier Avenue in Toko Media. Sergeant, we told the people on the genesis of this. First, then when you look at the issue of reconciliation, the means of reconciliation, before you reconcile with any other person, you have to reconcile to yourself. When you reconcile yourself, for the way you go out to reconcile. You have a reconciliation program in Liberia. The president that give you power or that you took power from you, not inside the person. So every part of the person will say just very important to speak to the person, you cannot do so. So then which one of the reconciliation program that you having, which you're going to fool the Liberian people, that's what you're going to do. But we get time for brother. July 17 is coming, you're going to see us. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so kindly. So the WhatsApp line is +231 886 304497. Those of you in the diaspora, you call me on the WhatsApp line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. We are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Justin Fowler Akwe, and I call you from UN Drive.
Okay.
You see, with what the Pope doing with the 13-man business, it just made me to understand that the Congo people, they came back to pay debt. Because when you witness the video there, you will see that the Pope really celebrating. We the native people, we were paying the taxes, and they are there enjoying it, and then records, I mean the ancestors, check their food name. You will see that some of them who doing things today to Liberian people is related to these guys, you know, they put on the firing class. So they came back to pay debt. We are trying to unite. Say, oh, let Bagon be Bagon, let the native and the come back together and unite. But they are not in our land. They're using Wakai to be able to go against we the people. And we want to make them to understand this. Let be a clear warning shot to them. This is Liberia, and we the native people are the indigenous of this country. So July 17 will tell them that these people, they deserve their land, and the land is here. So thank you for the show, people.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly, Dr. Bomode. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah.
I'm Oscar, the Zimmer calling for Gompa City Nimba campaign.
Okay.
Okay. I want to appreciate for the show this morning because we very enjoy the show because this is for Boga is doing that reconciliation. But I want to make a recommendation to the King's FM station. You know, we the sedition are in the various countries. We cannot hear anything about our radio stations in various countries. So I want you all to take time in the various countries, at least 1 or 2 radio stations, and lean the station where they can be related to your topic. Because most of us can get anything over the social media. And there is no radio station in this country to relate the information. So that's our recommendation.
Okay. Thank you so kindly. We'll take your recommendation seriously. We're going to work on it, and we're working on it already. Thank you. Let me take this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you. Seku Pavana into community.
Okay.
Ezra, thank you for your fascinating discussion. But Ezra, let me say, reconciliation is permanent to all the Liberia. The country got to be reconciled. But the only in Liberia we see that when you reconcile with the ruling party or you reconcile with the opposition, meaning there will be no opposition now. Israel, I want to say this. George Weah is permanent person in the country. George Weah is former president, right? But let me say this: I will get one to whether you the party president, the TMT or whether UPS or this. Let me say who the follower there. We will not make enemies. They got it. What we're talking for. Nothing between them. I will say this: nothing between the people. But they're not doing this here to make the picture looking okay. If everybody will say they are not talking, they are not doing the one. No, what they make you out there is like if it's a president Bagana when they come to opening now, they say, oh, Joe, we are going to visit Joseph Bagana or Joseph Bagana can't visit Joseph Bagana and Joe, we are going in now one another. If it's citizen, they will get followed because they will be there. Nobody will be there to cause it again. They say, so the other question that only in Nigeria, we take party, political party over country.
So let me ask Fofana,
yeah.
What happened? Yeah. What they just did a few days, a week ago, is that reconciliation? National reconciliation, healing, and unity? Well, UP man, you following your whole government? Then you ask him what
no, but that benefit happening. So I don't know which one you're talking about.
Then why you call for if you know which one you're talking about? My man, not gonna get me out of my Fofana. You even know why you're talking. You know that you can call. Good morning.
Good morning, Israel.
Yeah, morning.
This is the chair and I call from the Congress City. You know, Israel, I don't even know what to say. I'm all of words this morning. Why can't you wasted taxpayer money and say we have reconciliation? How can you have a reconciliation and reconciliation comes from the heart is not from the speech? You can't see anything your heart just that. You take the ground and just that walk on. Your father always does that every day. And then you jump on, you see you have reconciliation. You sport taxpayer money, say you have reconciliation. You brought somebody from nowhere, and you see the person killing to be or killing those for reconciliation. Yeah, let's sorry for those pastors who are creating pastors who are reading the Bible every day and know the truth. But because of money, the love of money has blinded their eyes and they cannot say the truth of Waka. They want to shout over there and say they want to have reconciliation. What about all parents was killed? My sister was beating her parents was in up on the bigger top of bridge. And she died for eternal bleeding. My mother died during the war. I lost my son during the war. I will not be reconciled. I will not like you. You know how many thousands of people are losing their lives in the center of rest. But we can sort out for children drink their blood, and then you say you call a reconciliation. When you have said Danny and wine with those same people, then you say you call a reconciliation. I don't even know what to say, my brother. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Israel Bogas.
Yeah.
Thank you, Israel. Israel, I am Spencer Mohammed, and I call from a purple corner, down Coast Spoon Hill, Winter community, where we are suffering another draconian effect of this heartless government. This morning, as I speak to you, Israel, no keke is entering red light. Wow. Thousands of people are wondering and do not know where to start from this heartless and draconian law of this government. And to the issue, Israel is very laughable to see people like Fofana who do not know what to discuss to come on this gallop, to come and defend this. You know, when you are a squanderer, it is your own word, it's not a harsh word. Because any squanderer is a useless man. To come and defend a useless government led by a squanderer in chief. Who's talking about a party more than a country here? We are defending the integrity of our country. We are not talking about party. We are talking about what you guys told us yesterday. That when you guys come, you are going to do better than the other government yesterday. We are holding you guys feet to the fire because of what we've told the Liberian people. Fofana, if you don't know, this is what we discuss on this radio. We are not discussing a party over another person. We are not discussing President Weah or making President Weah to be important in a country like Liberia. We are discussing the patriotic nature of this country as compared to this squanderer in chief that you guys all projected to be experienced. It's laughable. How will you reconcile the people of Liberia if the people of Liberia are not represented in audience? Many of our stakeholders were present yesterday in the program yesterday. How
many from Nimba? How many people from Bapuru? How many people from Grand Chile that attended the program yesterday? This was just another showmanship of this government. These guys, the American Nigerian diaspora that Nigeria belongs to them. So therefore, when they are certified and the native man is left in limbo, it's bad time. So they don't have time. They just call themselves in America yesterday and make themselves happy under the canopy of making people to reconcile. What kind of reconciliation message was preached yesterday? Even the woman in Douala had to just know that there was reconciliation broken in Nigeria yesterday. So it's just a mirage of this government. These guys just came to loot this country. They will create every avenue to loot and continue to steal from this country. The country is in a deplorable condition. If you get into the market, you see the faces of Nigerians, you know that Nigerians are saying this country is going down the drain. For further, they are all pathological loan takers that you brought here. It's scaring our country. That's why we discuss it. You guys should not come on this media to come here and show both anything here. We will defeat you guys and defeat you up to 2029. Asia, long live Liberia, and long live the good people of Liberia. The American Liberians, they have come again. What their parents did to us, their parents did to our parents, when they put chima on their hair for Starboy to Sonny Wayne. They feel that thing can be repeated in this modern generation. But we will tell them that thing will not repeat itself in this modern generation because we are educated and educated to the latter, and all of their draconian attitude will be defeated and defeated up to 2029. Thank you very much. Long live Liberia and long live the good people of Secretary Party. Thank you, Mr. Bob. We are saying. Thank you.
Good morning, Papa. Right over. My name is Feki. I'm calling from inside JFK. Oh, yes, I'm going to me and my son. So I'm talking about
Money, oh. Yeah, money, oh. Hi, come here. Money, oh. Yeah, my name is Justina. Bob, you have been here. Ask Mama, son.
Talk about it on Kings 88.5 077 223 0886304497. Let's take this caller. Good morning.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Good morning. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want I don't even he's speaking just of them. I think he said I English water. Huh? You know what is honestly? Or you support this one, you don't even know anything about it. I thought I want something to happen before they get done with me, man.
Okay, thank you. I'm saying something, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Are you guys?
I'm okay. My busy?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, the one say the money. Baba, none say this thing. You not get blow like one man. Now, Peter, you people go about support our people. Today, that support that God, yes, you break the people. Hey, who are the ones that did not know they are lucky? They might have that okay, you know me. So, in that step, there is a one place. You're not going to in the tower. I'm not going in the tower. So, the way here, they are lucky. I get down there and my head put on our food. So, my head is separate on when they own our but I like a good case. So I want to walk around all. They doesn't grow up on my way. They doesn't fall. Yeah. So don't want to do that was no problem. They do our work. Okay, say yeah, the guy, whatever you're making, we're not seeing it. And every time you let the party, when you pack all the cowboy, you will be back in Baka. And 10. No, I'll have it and let the party all activity party. Yes, la voix. Si tu as la voix, tu parteras de la voix. La voix, elle est partie. Everybody got to say your problem. La voix, you laugh to yourself. There's a voix for everyone of us. I was not trying to get la voix. Don't see it. So you're nobody on the going no back. What was it? You got our answers here. Thank you, boy. Happy.
Thank you so kindly, Ma'am Bessie. Thank you for being a part of the program. Talk about it on King's 88.5. Good morning.
Yeah, but how are you?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Ibrahim, you calling? I'm calling. Yeah. So the only thing I got to say to my president and George, yeah, we want my king. We are in Manai try to reconcile with the good project and reconcile. The time my president was in power, what our old party around to care, not protect the poor and protect against our president. So what we can stand, what we stand on our word, our king will come back. The heaven stand will come to the grace of God, and then he will take over. So no matter reconcile with no then after tomorrow, they will go and do all kinds of things, but in million. So very smart, we're not stupid, we are citizens.
Okay.
So God bless you, Papa.
Thank you. Good morning. Hello. Yeah.
This is you know what you just reaching that door because I brought the kids coaches. And when you stop here, all to do for the word is better. As well before the people get left and right. You know what I'm saying? When I get close to the gap, they sit up. When they get started, they can kill. They can do any other thing. Today, you got to come about with this. I don't know what I need to go down. You know, it's uncool. Okay. So you want to tell me all the people that died down to my phone call. They started to talk about it. Even they start, you know, we know what it's about.
Oh, he slipped off the line. Talk about it on King's 88.5. Let's take another person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is your picking your money calling for Nigeria.
Okay.
You know, I was really angry with Akufana Gara for Jenna. I know he gets them. He just speaking loud of Martingo here more instead of Indian he was speaking water.
But
he's supporting party, you know, even know nothing about the party. It's in a party we're discussing on the radio. We somehow here we're discussing the benefit of our country. Mama Liberia. Liberia belongs to United Party or CDC. It belongs to Liberia. Yeah? And he talking all type of start, you know, I want to talk something to happen because the public get there with me, man.
Yeah, don't talk something. Don't talk something.
I want to tell him mentioning him, Madingo, man.
No, don't tell him.
Popana, he's here, yeah? You could take it. One life without he wanted. You know, because he's here. He cannot just about that thing as Namikono. He's here, no more day.
Let leader one Fofana.
No, what tell him?
No, my leader. All right. I beg you. Don't say that. I will speak Mandingo too. Don't do it. If you keep speaking Mandingo, I will speak Mandingo.
He's Fofana.
Yeah, but leader one.
Fofana, I want speaking Mandingo to him for.
Lead it, Mandingo. I want to speak Mandingo too. Leave it. All right. Yeah, all right. Don't let me speak Mandingo too, mama. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I'm going to put another Mandingo man too. Good morning. Put another against speak Mandingo. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to call you. I start calling from JFK, man. It's Vicky.
Vicky, you called off the show. Yeah, you called off the show. Yeah. Good morning. Vicky, you got my number that you called me off the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Israel, how you doing?
I'm okay, Con.
Yeah, this is Esmoka. I usually the visually impaired guy that giving this unprepared person to the fire to deliver. No, you know, we we said it over and over that Bouaga is on the political speed, on reconciliation. That is clear. How do you call that thing that you did over there after you when you brought Tower up one casket and then you put it in your program sheet that Tower was killed with other security detail? You failed to tell the Liberian people that Tower was killed, quote unquote, by Doe, and he also escorted 13 others on the beach and slaughtered them. He didn't say it. So after saying they continually propagating the issue, they come back down, we are going to have general reconciliation for all those that lost their life. But then when we look again, the event at the ministerial complex, who one of the Flumbo or the Tukpa, did you see their picture out? And that they see 13 men, you see them, they are ready to bring their picture and showing it all over. So whenever you are doing something different, and then you want to use another one to cover up, God will always expose you. That is what happened to him. This is our reconciliation. We said it. To cut all long matters short, since this is one of your major project in this arrest, and we didn't see it there, so you make it out to be the project that you want to implement, do it holistically, let it be a national event, fight the all-star with the leaders in the country, the major political leaders, stakeholders in the country, talk to them, reconcile them, not put our differences behind us, let everybody put their hands into it. They will go to a big stadium and designate a site. Look at the looting massacre. Even Amoi Senator Johnson was part of the war, but I saw him with what I call in here going at the looting church to pay triple.
He did.
To those that lost their life. What about the Trooper Road massacre? People didn't know the site. It should have been announced that today is a national holiday because it's a Memorial Day. Anywhere that you know that any of your relative was slaughtered, take flower, go there, lay it there to remember your people. Or you go jump into a ministerial complex, they see 13 men that we talk about, we see that people bringing pictures in their hand. Then you see, that is not reconciliation. You are digging the womb. That's how you are doing. I don't know why with these unity party people. I don't know what they are doing. You don't reconcile with the dead and then you live living. This is why whenever there's a problem between you and somebody or some other person die, when you go to fight thing you try to do, you settle everything fight before you can go to the dead. That is how it is done traditionally, constantly in this country. But how can you just see someone just playing with the dead, This is why everything around you is just dead. He jump here around. Like so, if they say the trophy, are you going to be taken to the discussion table with Donald Trump? Are you being invited with yellow? Okay, yeah, our year. Is it the trophy you're going to be taken to Donald Trump? Me, I trust Donald Trump. I know Donald Trump. Donald Trump going to put it in your face what you are doing wrong in this country. If it's going to be a trade or what you are taking for America to present to Donald Trump that you are about to trade, it will only be HPS versus Metal Steel. And you have to carefully represent Liberia and prove your case before Donald Trump why you shouldn't give multiple user to HPS. That is what the United Party folks should be thinking about. The people have a new mission. It is clear. They are not going to be pinpoints nobody. But you must bring something in, bring something because your orator has already said to the point they have given enough for us, then we can get from them. You think they're walking away of the American diplomat? Is that something that you want to play with? During that particular Independence Day program, when the war from the whole you think it didn't seem that any kind of significant people that you guys could have run after it. But now you are going out. Thank God you depart today. We wish you well. But you are going to face the reality in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Thank you so kindly, kind. Thank you there so kindly. Let me take this person. This line is going off. The women line is going off. Let's see. Let me take this person. Good morning. Morning.
Good morning, Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Albar Sharif, and I join you from St. Paul's Bridge.
Okay.
Israel, let me be frank with you. If somebody doing the right thing, the majority will know.
Okay.
Joseph Boakai is not on the right road of putting the countries together, uniting the country. Unity first starts from the living. Where they don't want interacting with every day. The dead is dead. You cannot communicate with the dead. Whatsoever things are happening, you will never tell the dead sorry. At the living, you first connect the living. When the living are connected, united, and everybody will come. But since the election result, you haven't spoken to any or communicated direct communication with any opposition. You only send message to them. You never want to sat with them and say, oh, my man, election are finished. Let's come together and see how our country will go forward. You have not done that. You wish something. The common people that are getting their daily bread, you're taking it from them, taking them from their job. Those are supposed to bring the $5 to dollar market that will make the money to circulate. You're taking them from their job. So I expect for the money to circulate. The addition of those that abroad, you brought them, you take their money, they supporting their family. How you think our economy will grow? Are you discussing peace? Bearing cash, putting empty cash together, spending money on it. We'll get our hospital, then no drugs in it. Our roads here is stopping people from carrying food to them because what the road is not correct. You use 22 million. You say the road paid. Today you come into all again telling us say the road is not paid. Then you making peace with their body, living a living. What kind of serious, what kind of unserious president will get so? So even because they say you own now, you bring everything clock. Like you can't understand, you get a vessel with all the 72 vessels, you get what you want to tell me all of them bring this look like you. Nobody there to put you on the right path. We have to fast and pray for the country so that we can take our country from the old man. If we do it before the old man says everything, they come to damage. Thank you for affording me time.
Thank you so kindly, my brother. Thank you so kindly. Talk about it on Kings 88.5. Yes. 077-223-9933-086. The women line is... Oh, I don't know. I need to go get my charger. Okay, let me take this person quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Castle. I call from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville. Thank you for the fascinating discussion this morning. You know, Israel, the most legislative and unserious government that Liberia or the entire world that existed in the world is the government headed by Joseph Boakai. You guys have had a lot of focus, and after all, it's not surprising to us. We know that Joseph Boakai is zero in everything. And Joseph Boakai is talking about a national reconciliation. How will national reconciliation exist and in Liberia when you don't have when you are only reconciling with the dead? You only reconcile with the dead. How about the living? The living continue to live in utter poverty and destitute and send you to power as the president. No policies are being formulated to alleviate the living from utter poverty. But when you are in the morning, you are moving from gray eye to gray eye and recurring or rebearing. You buried Doe and other guys that were assassinated by Doe, the 13 guys that were assassinated arbitrarily by Doe. The house about Thomas Krompa, who was also Thomas Krompa and others that were assassinated also by Doe. Have you done the reburying? Have you reconciled with the people of Nimba County? It's still fresh on their mind. And the civil crisis. Some of us who lost our grandparents and during the civil crisis,
So if these things are still fresh on our mind, have we reconciled with us also? And you go put a group of elite individuals together, your eat and drink and state resources, then you come down reconciliation. I think just like Waka and government, they are just less busy, don't know even what to do. And you see, that's why when you bring all men into power, who is that innovative, at this particular period of time where the war is moving on the rapid path, you bring somebody that cannot even sit and think. These are the results. Joseph Waka has diverted the entire and the rescue agenda to rebury agenda. Look at how the country looking. Every sector of the Liberian society are totally and a disintegrated Joseph Waka to power, but they are not thinking about that. Every day they just enjoying themselves. Then you can say reconciliation. National reconciliation can only exist when there are equitable distribution of resources, where the gap between the rich and the poor are being broken, and where everybody enjoying job opportunity. You feel all that you create jobs today, you are displacing our people from government. Then how will national reconciliation exist when you also have police that just carry on brutality? How will national reconciliation exist when you have two groups of people that have a crisis at the capital building? You are targeting the opposition community. You have those guys that burn the capital building, and Jim Scholar, Samuel Koga, and Jeremiah Kuhn. They are rioting in Lozuraka. You are targeting and J. Fanati Kofa and other.
Good morning. By way of introduction, my name is Prince Duty Terry, commonly called Running Star from Joking. One thing I want to tell the Liberian people, this useless government that we brought to power. Joseph Waka is not here to reconcile Liberia. The men want to bring the Congo people back, but Liberian people, I'm asking you today that let us gather this 2029 or 2029 election are coming. Let us put food down so that those people can take this country. Because when they take the country, they will finish. But I know with God is there for us. This country, we are own this country. They pay for us, not for the elite. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning. David. Yeah. My brother, thank you for your talk show this morning. Joseph Waka, the people making the country to be high in the sense that tomorrow when they come in with a one bag of rice, so people can be able to run behind them to take the one bag of rice. Joseph Waka didn't even know what they call unification or unifying people. He didn't know it. Joseph Waka only want chaos in the country. He only want chaos in the country. Joseph Waka didn't even mean business to run the country. Joseph Waka didn't even know what they call leadership, to be frank, Israel. Look at the country, how the country looking today. Hospital now got medicine, people still sitting on blacks to land. Joseph Waka is spending millions of dollars to unify people and to have rebuild up. What is significant of that? What the impact to the Liberian? Joseph Waka shouldn't make fun of all. We go with all the patients. We go with all the patients. Thank you for your talk show.
Yeah, I mean, you call me. I mean, we need to talk, but come in later today. We still can talk. I just wanted to speak on your topic a little bit. You know, most of the young generation, I mean, I grew up in the 80s, so a lot of things happened in my presence. So I just wanted to get a little history of why there were 13 people that got killed. There's no justification of anybody's losing their lives. But there was something that happened before the 13 people got killed and the country is in chaos today. Before 1980, 133 years till 1980, the native men were not allowed to go to school and finish high school. Only the Cocoa people and their children were allowed to go to school, and they were the only people that were allowed in government. So the bubble was growing. The only grade a native man could go to was 9th grade. Maybe 9th grade, they gave office boy a job. And what we knew, before you can go to school, even before you can go to school, if you are lucky, you have to change your name from native name to an English name. You are either a Wilson or Johnson or Gabriel or a William or a John, those kind of things. So the bubble was growing in our own country. Office boys, our girls were used and everything. So the bubble grew until 1980. So 133 years of two-way party leadership. Imagine young people, those of you that were born in the 90s and 2000, imagine one party leading your country for 133 years. Just put it in perspective. So this is why when that thing happened on April 12, 1980, the whole country went wild. People were dancing. They were not dancing because people got killed. They were not dancing because they were wicked people, but because they were under slavery in their own country. And the reason why they did it is because when the country people are not educated, they make wrong decisions. So the stage that we are on today, they set the stage for us to be in it. You see, when the war came, who got killed? We were killing ourselves because we're not educated, we're not informed. They all left and went to America. They brought war, and we started to kill ourselves. We say Unimo K, Unimo J, Roosevelt Johnson, those kind of things. Who are the people that are killing themselves? The native people were killing themselves. So they did it because we were not informed, we were not allowed to go to school. So the only thing we could do for them is to work for them. For me, Chris Israel, I can't call my last name on the radio, but my first name my father gave me to go to school was Wilson. But how can a bastard man be called Wilson? They used to call me now Wilson. Joseph Wilson. How come? When I got in 8th grade, 1985, 86, I asked my father, I said, but how come my name is Wilson and your name is a bastard name? He said, oh, you had to go to school, that's why. So imagine that happened to everybody. Even the Fofana, the Mandingo people, they are original people of Liberia. The other tribes, they were not allowed to go anywhere. The bubble grew and people were angry. So when that thing happened in 1980, actually, they were used as a scapegoat to kill Toba. But was he the one that killed Toba? That's another history by itself. That's another history by itself. Toba stood at the United Nations and condemned Israel openly. That brought the calamity on him. It was not something that killed him. That's another history. But what I want to tell Liberian people today and the native people, I'm not going to divide Liberia. But Mr. Boakai is dividing Liberia. Look, send this man king of power. A lot of people are suffering. People who are burning all over the place. Have you seen the government identify with anybody before? No. You know the reason why? Because they are native people. They don't belong in Morovia. Morovia was built for the elite. They were not for native people. Those of you who did not go to school with them, I went to school with them and know what I'm talking about. Young people. I'm 49. You should know that I live within them. I live with them. I went to school with them. So I know what I'm talking about. But to fool the native man is so easy. Today we see one boy naked running up and down, showing muscle that he can kill people. He's a native man from Grand Gila County, like myself. We see Ofuri Dia running up and down, killing people. Quincy Johnson creating death squad all over the place. Who are they killing? They are killing native people. You see, this is what we are talking about. We're being used over and over again and over again. When King George we are king of power, he decided, okay, because we didn't go to school, so they use us. So what we're going to do is give free education to the people. That was a threat to them. How can a native man go to school free? The University of Africa will teach us. The job was built to make it easy. And when Georgia, the university cost, we our anything. How use us to the now controls.
The network, yeah, it's bad. It's bad there. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Bobby.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Bobby, there's a ball of Samuel last time. 48.4 Bobby had to be touching with you in Zimbabwe. Bobby, I put it to the issue. President Boga did not seem to reconcile. And let me tell you quickly what Boga came to do. President Boga came to kill Boga and to destroy. Boga, why am I saying this? Boga, you don't need rocket scientists to tell you that Boga not rescue. But Boga came to you know the word rescue is very relative with Boga and Boga. Somebody can come to rescue you and your friends. But I think Boga came to rescue you. Because Boga, you will not tell me that because in the Bible, if you check in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, where the Bible says that a living dog is better than a dead lion. So, Bob, what will you do in living? You to reconcile the living, and now you say you reconcile the dead. So, I don't think in my mind, as me, Sabu Rasta, somebody will look in the face of Sabu Rasta and tell me that Waga came to rescue. No, all he's reconciling. No. I see that reconciliation, Bob, I see a celebration.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that reconciliation, I celebration because you will not say you can't reconcile and then you will be living monastery out of reconciliation. You will be living present where out of the reconciliation you reconciling. No, you are not reconciling, but that is not reconciliation. I think that is total how do you call it, celebration and that is very frustrating, but because we don't expect that from those that are king to rescue. If you can't rescue, but they are king to rescue because as for my understanding, the people say the government is a system. So there are systems that you need to put in place, that people need to follow. When you are not counting the time, you got all the ministers, you got all the producers, you got wait on people that you say you can't rescue. So, I think I got to tell you, like people, the Bible says, we should be content with what you have. In life, if you don't content with what you have, you will not even get what you want. So, that is what happens to the people. And what we vote for is what we get because you can't play Qatar and then you whip potato. Okay. So, I come to now we as we need to reconcile ourselves and then give Baba Rick. Thank you for having me on the line.
Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so kindly. Alice M. Safar. Thank you for following. Alice M. Safar. Mayor Joshua, you there on you're watching from District 6. Here's a road. Peter Tokpa. You're following from Dupo Road. Adama Kane. You're watching from Sino County, Buto, to be specific. Yassa Sharif, you're following from the USA. Ibrahim Boga, you're watching from Grand Bassa County, Buchanan City. Jackson C. Pony Jr., thank you for following there from Ann Patrick Block 13. Gata Glasgow, the class preferred, you're following from Thinkers Village, RIA Row, where the common citizen children live. I got a video that you are dancing at Azo. Mary Tule, you're watching from New Georgia Estate. Patrick Kohler, you're watching from Maryland County, Plebo, Sodican District, Liberia. J. William Colley, you're watching from Grand Kipman County, King Jaw, to be specific. Stephen Falaginian, Amora X. Tule, you're watching from West Point. Venetia Gion Bar, you're watching from Nuku Town. Alio Kamara. He said, good morning, boy. I see it. Let me help you add their campaign promise. They also said they were going to add the civil service salary up. J. Emmanuel Nice. So good morning, Israel boy. I see it. I'm watching from Johnsonville City. View beyond Heart of Grace as usual. Sulaman Ba. Sulaman Ba. He said, gave them the message around Liberia. Robert Sim Mombo. You're watching from GSA Road, Painesville City. Chester Jackson is watching from Carwell. Elizabeth A. Thomas is watching from Congo Town. Jonah Y. Yor, Saboya C. Good morning. I'm watching you from Bobo Island community opposite Stephen Tobot. This government's brought bad luck upon our country. To look at our country go down. Helena Wilson, how are you? Mataling Zeg Duan, watching from Broadway District 17 this morning. Mary Yimpa, she said they're able to do that. Charles Weir said, Charles Weir posted he said, can you post the SendWave number so that to make our monthly contribution? Yes, but the number is on the screen. The number is on the screen saying we are which is 0555 885 885. Is there 0555 885 885? Okay. Boaman Abraham Kwei, you following from your Chicken Soup Factory Gulf community. Morris Passaway. So good morning. My brother Israel, I'm watching you from Mumbo Town, West Douala, Bushwa Island. Thanks for the show. So George Weir is coming back in 2029. Alex D.S. Quia, you monitoring from Zweju City, Grand Jide County. Fodek Passaway. He said, my brother in studio, there is no so-called pastors in the country. They have all foods. It's a strong word. Way Walton Buchu Morgan Jenion, you're following from Johnson, your Johnsonville resident, member of CDC regular intellectual militant. They got, he's a Robertson's my cool brother Joe, not hearing because he's on his way to the USA. Uncle is waiting. Uncle is very peaceful. Say bought naked Uncle Thomas Wesson will also be reburied. You should keep talking plenty on Facebook. Alex DX Quia say Pabuaka is proving to the Nibanian that the war crime code was only purposely meant for Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson died. He's now calling for reconciliation. So what happens to the war crimes code? Right. Jane McBorough, maybe one of the comments, Amane, I hope you are listening. They trap you with Peace Ambassador title for today. If you are caught saying or doing anything they were illegally doing, they will script you of that just as they did with the presidency. Okay, Princess L. Peters said even the 500 children took from Nimba County can bury them alive. Okay, Obadiah Davis Bogarde is not a Congo man. He is an it's what I can't read this one. Yeah, Gido Gear said Bogarde don't know what is reconciliation. Seriously. Sion Potter said, playing low politics. Mark Goa said, good morning, brother. I'm watching the show live from Harper, Maryland County. And please be informed that our Southeast Road is spalling now. From Maryland County to Grand Crew and Sino, the road is very terrible currently, and only back can carry people to these county right now. Kazik Johnson said, good morning, boy. We are Kazik Johnson watching you live from Cotton Tree, Lower Magibi County. Thank you for your motivational talk this morning. We cannot pay you for the good you're doing for the Liberian people, but only God can pay you. All right, Godspeed. Next boss, Catlett said they cry for war crime code, so he must bring the war crime code. Reconciliation will not work. He's years butt naked, stay online boasting about what he did in the past. We need the war crime code to get those demons from our society. Cecilia Logan, how are you this morning? Asata M. Miller, you're watching from Soul Clinic Community Mufflet says you're watching the Fargo, North Dakota. Jeremiah Israel Queer, following from River says. Marie Swa Amara, the proprietress of Little by Little Entertainment Center. You're following from the 72nd row. Siafaya, how are you? PYJ Siaka V. Sharif. So good morning, Asia. I'm watching from Fola, Grand Cape Mount, County King John. Jima Kandaka, how are you this morning? Asimakie. He said, good morning, Israel. I'm watching and enjoying the dancing in the chair, but please, next time I want to see the standing dancing. Malu F. Fofana, you on 20th Street. Albert P. Snow, you following from your Jalatan community. John K. Toweli, how are you? Anna Kekula, you watching from Waterside. Perry Slobber, you watching from the state of New Jersey, USA. D. Wolo Remy, how are you? Mohamed M. Sharif, you are following Sylvester Kroman. James Lamy, you're there in German Campo Condre, Sino County. Patricia Levin Mohat, how are you? Alex Brown, the gatekeeper, how are you? The class keeper, how you doing this morning? Rosling Weah, how are you? Moses Natik Jr., Isaac Bento, you're following from Sonic William Nimba County. Mary Yimpa, how are you? Vanning A. Bala, A. Valley Cora, you always watching from Banjul, the Gambia. Quilling M. Banks, you following from Broadway. Thanks for following. Prince Donka, following from Yekepa, Nimba County. Orito Jackson, she says Soul Truth. Fomba Sambi Sise, is a President Joseph Raymond Bagard is the best president ever before. Anthony Talley, how are you? Elijah Sipo, you're following from your Francis Johnson Avenue, New Georgia, Gardnersville. Edwin Pengba, you're following from Broadway City. Cat Scout, you're following from Broadway City, Minnesota community. Thank you for following. Henry Tito Jr., following from Carwell. Sunest Foster, you're following from Broadway Bible College Freedom Community. Veronica M.B. Callas, how are you this morning? Odell A. Gibson, Odell, how are you? You're in the U.S. Moses Sua, following from Painesville. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday. Honorable J.D. Williams, how are you? Oh, Saturday was your daughter Saturday was Faith's birthday. Oh, happy belated birthday, Faith. Ma Mata's son, how are you? Prince Kronti Sako, you are following from Sastan Village. You say, no, you're following from Colorado, the USA. You from Sastan, Grand Coup County. Cecilia Logan, oh, you're watching from Germany. All right, so that's good. Let's squeeze this female color, this person. I don't know what happened to the women. Yep. Yep, I don't know, man. Sisi, I'm not getting you on the.
Okay. Thank you for the show. Look, I'm going to stay too long on the line. My son came to see you at the station, then he went down to step. The 8 minutes program responsible, but we are here. They're not easy. Everybody been treating our brothers. The man of all more, he gave $5 US to 200 liberty. Say that his salary will take out your taxes. If he will see you to explain to you. So I'm appealing to you, I want you to meet with him after your show, please.
The man go to labor ministry? But you really think I labor ministry now?
Yeah, okay, labor ministry, that's my brother. They just see on the air, Dr. You let it go here, your story. Even when you will leave, you will leave. And to the issue of the same constitution, my brother. Look, Israel, they make up reconcile nothing in the country. They met told like before you were going to dance to the devil, and the devil working in the land of Wakai. You understand? Somebody said, the country, the police start one, the police start one, the people are killing our people. The unique people are letting you call the T. I know how they call it, I know it's the people you call. So go and say, how many people is calling now? Then if you 200, you get 5 people in the country. Then you get one bunch of people in one chicken soup pop. Or tomato corn, they say you reconcile the country. Then you can reconcile the country, but we are here. Who will head in this country? Who will head? My mother was 21 now. Who were ready to have a post. Should I get grave here? He get grave anywhere in that your throw in the water after the shoot up. They shoot up with knife, right at the polo. Oh, woman. They say she was witchcraft. So they kill her. You understand? Then you call people that eat our country money. Is it because signing us? No. That's not because signing there. We're signing. So I call the people, let's say one let's put it on me well for see the country money. What am I going to do today? We can't get a kind of it. How about they spend for their burial? We not know. They get their pocket money, they say bury people all over the place. All of our kill. We got all our kill. You say what walk around for 3 years basis, we get walk around in the country. What is now? There's no more walk around for. All of our offensive social media. He care people. If we don't care people, he can talk about anybody that will go inside where let me walk out get bad behavior in there, he will call you on his side. You because they go ahead, do what you want to do. You can't tell us because I never go out of cattle. People are complaining in the country, you're not hearing that war. They say you qualify to go bury people and bury another person and you poke bury in the poke country. You see, you're burying the road, you're the road there, it's 4 years, southeast. You hear, you think I'm going to get the material, what get the free collapse,
oh, Nancy, she slipped off the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Israel.
Go ahead.
You see, tears in my eye, they play as if they are crying. My brother that I was depending on, they were crossing to go Africa, 1990 war. They slaughtered him right there. Right now, if I find somewhere, I myself, I will hear. If I go to your office there, you see my stomach. How they put neck on my stomach, the one who came in, they say, because they go from graduate to me. And somebody was there, so they say, no, they get from Maryland, Flewo, behind Flewo High School. And the only way that time they leave me, so they must say, they can help me sometimes. Yeah, for the turn out, they want to stop me and open my ball. So, they people there, but I'm making her crying this morning. So, I will not let to call them because I cry in the play ahead. Why the name of great tears in our eyes? And you want to help us? Let's forget about us. Let's forget about us, oh, we cry, oh. You know, I don't know. That the only project he get to bury dead people, where in the Bible, they're buried dead. He say no boy, he can read. Why he must behave like that to the Liberians? And I telling everybody that Waka then can't go. So he want to hire a ball. Then I want to tell you again, he's keen to revenge for the Congo people. Eric Johnson said he was there when he was getting in the chair. I say when my husband Brewer told me, say, Eric Johnson carried for revenge. He's keen to revenge. So he brought us in up. Yeah, people die in the twice Unity Party. Case division. That they say hunting us and carry division. They hunting only the division party with the reaction. So I want to tell Bwaka, when he not stop, I told her last time Bwaka lead the school, come and join, who were Israel, who were refugees. So that we can in that name, he will not stop it. Except we go Bwaka all day here, wicked people move. Jeremiah Kun, Bwaka, Paul Naked, that all of them. That don't Bwaka want, that they want breaking this, very dead. Let me tell you, there's people that in the chair here, they don't come reconcile. That killing, that whisper there, you don't know about them. But I will ask God and will pray to God for God to go there now. And July 17. All people, women, and all will be outside. We'll 3 there, we'll 3 there, we'll 3 there. But they will can't do good for us. So that they get up for our way.
Okay.
That's what I want to tell you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so kindly. Thank you so. Let me squeeze this person. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the topic on the discussion. But how our history is like, bro. By stage by stage, Ellen did not came close to the thing they call reconciliation.
I know why your name. What's your name? Now the guy I can say is Joseph Bakati Brush. Yeah. He's scared to call his name because I know that he's the one. scared to call his name.
Ilala samaleku samaleku ilala sala samaleku samailala asesaya o ale ilala samaleku samaleku ilala sala Samaleku samaiyala asesaya o Kwana nyara bona kwana jeremo gani ke fadramo bo mone jeni o kwana kubrala motio na jera nyara wo na wo teka o aye na wo teka o
All time is of essence. What time has caught up with us? Before I go, let Mr. Josephus Dukle, how are you there? You in Botita City, William Massaquoi, you follow from Pennsylvania, the US of A, as well as my big brother and father in the Lord, Ishmael Habib Rahim. He's a rebearing Liberia's past leaders without involving former presidents, traditional leaders, civil society, victims, families, and other national stakeholders can have serious political, social, and ethical consequences. The key disadvantages of perceived political manipulations risk citizens and observers may view the rebellion as a political move to gain popularity, rewrite history, or legitimize a particular regime. Effects. This undermines the credibility of the act and speech divisive narratives, especially if it's done close to elections or in a tuned political climate. Well, so let's say thanks to all of you for joining us this morning onto this edition of the program. Emmanuel A. Ping, Salomon Weeks, James K. Coman, Derek Sion, Emmanuel Yansing, John Flaman Williams. The rest of you guys, I want to thank you for joining. But let me share with you the gist. Well, tomorrow, actually, tomorrow will be the birthday of these two people that I displayed their photos. Tomorrow will actually be their birthday. But I saw it today. And so I'm going to have it up tomorrow. And Master Hammer will celebrate along with them tomorrow too. So thank you, those of you that grabbed your happy birthday. Greetings are going to go up to tomorrow for them. Until then, tomorrow have a blessed Monday morning. Let's keep talking about Liberia. Here's what God we are saying. Bye-bye.